We do not want to be running with only our thoughts, y'all.
Oh, crap. Well, this is not good. Remember what I was just saying about not being alone with my thoughts out here? Apparently there's no cell phone service right now, so I'm in SOS mode, and I have nothing to listen to. Oh, gosh. That is 2 days in a row I've had skunks run up on me. What in the world is going on?
All right, let's get ready to go do another workout. Okay, here's dinner. If you've been following the past few days, which so far nobody has.
Align my heart to your will. I don't want to be anything more or anything less than exactly who you've called me to be.
Good morning. Day 39, 75 hard. I'm up 30 minutes early purposely because I have my very first meeting right at 7 a.m. and that means I need to be back here ready to go so that I'm not late. Let's go. I begin every day by reading my Bible, reading my 10 pages, journaling, and then spending a little bit of time in Duolingo.
First things first, on run days, we always grease the skids. All the areas that could potentially chafe, little squirrel's nut butter goes a long ways. I'm excited for my run this morning. If you watched yesterday's video, you know I talked about how I really like running, and right now I'm alternating. Every other day I run, so I'll run, I'll do a weighted vest walk. I'll run, I'll do a weighted vest walk. On the weekends, I'll just do, active recovery walks, so just regular walks. But I'm running less than I really like to. Ideally, I'd like to go out and I'd like to run more than 4 times a week, but I'm trying to be smarter this time around. I completed 75 hard once before, if you've never seen any of those previous videos, and I went way too hard in the beginning, and I ended up injuring myself and hurting myself. And so far, this method that I've been doing this time around has kept me safe. I'm not injured. I don't have a ton of pain, and I'm seeing really good results. So trying to be smart and stick with that. So when these run days come around, I get excited. I enjoy it. It's crazy too, man. If you'd asked me a couple years ago if I would ever be a runner or somebody that enjoys running, I'd tell you, heck no. If you know anything about my background, I've got, and I did talk about this in one of my previous videos, literally like my body was not created for it. I have problems with the ball of my ankle. I've had so many injuries. I was always the slowest kid in PE. When I went to the police academy, I was literally in the police academy. I was so slow as a runner, they would literally put me at the front of the pack to set the pace. Otherwise, I would get so far left behind from everyone. I barely made it into the police academy. I almost passed out just trying to make the run to get in there. And now, I've done some amazing things with running. I've run 2 full marathons. I've run, numerous half marathons, obstacle course races and stuff. And it's just something that I really love. So that's something that I grew into. So now with so many other things that I'm trying this round, such as really getting into strength training and things like that, I hate it right now. I don't enjoy it at all. But I'm hoping I can develop that same kind of love for those things like I have for running. All right. Got the Shocks open ear headphones. Bink. Can't go without those. We do not want to be running with only our thoughts, y'all. That's never good. DJI pocket mic transmitter so that y'all get nice, good audio while we're out and about. And I think that's all we need. Yeah, it's not too cold today. I don't have to wear a jacket. Let's go.
All right, spent a little time stretching it out. You know, I did some core exercises, I think 2 days ago. And I've really been feeling those. I've had a lot of injuries over the years, included in that is I actually had three hernias at the same time at one point, and I had all three of those hernias repaired. And ever since I've had them repaired, I still feel something down here in this bottom right area, kind of by my hip. And whenever I do those core exercises, it seems like it gets more sore in that area. Yeah, that was a crazy situation with that one. I was having all sorts of problems and didn't know what was going on, and all of the symptoms that I was reading led me to believe maybe I had prostate cancer, because I was experiencing numbness down, you know, in my nether regions, and had a lot of pain and everything. And like I say, historically I have a lot of lower back problems. I have neck problems, so I thought maybe it was something like that. But I had this like dull ache, and just everything I read made it sound like, oh, you know, you've got something really bad wrong with you. So I went to a spine doctor, and he ended up running a bunch of tests and stuff, and he found two things. He was like, hey, look, like, I don't specialize in this, but I'm pretty sure you have hernias, and that's why you're feeling, you know, he described some of these symptoms. But he was like, but the other thing that you're feeling, the reason you have this numbness is you have a broken tailbone. And my tailbone had been broken for who knows how long, and it was actually causing me a lot of, you know, numbness in between my legs and stuff. So I went and I got the hernias repaired, and then I had to like sit on a donut and everything to wait for my tailbone to get repaired or healed. I don't think it's actually ever healed, but the only other thing they can do for that is just go in and remove it. And most of my severe symptoms subsided, so I've never done that. But yeah, my body is pretty torn up, to be honest with you. All right, this morning is going to be another low heart rate run. For those that don't know, what I'm aiming to do, I haven't really been able to hit these numbers yet though. So I'm trying to spend about 4 hours a week in low heart rate zone, which is zone 2. There's a lot of research out there that, you know, the top athletes in the world are building their endurance through low heart rate training. It's something that I want to try this time around. I've got some lofty goals to do some really long races, and I'm going to have, you know, that endurance to be able to do that. So today will be another low heart rate zone, low heart rate run, aiming for zone 2. My watch kind of notifies me whenever I'm above it, so I have to back it off a little bit. Saturday, so 2 days from now, I'm going to go out and I'm going to do a high intensity run and see how quickly I can do my 5K now, a little over halfway through the program. But today, we're just going to take it easy. By the way, in case you were wondering, I started this run right about 5:45 earlier this morning than I'm typically out for the run, but I want to be back to my house by around 6:30, so that I can get cleaned up and everything and be just, you know, totally, completely ready to go right at 7 o'clock for my first meeting. Oh, crap. Well, this is not good. Remember what I was just saying about not being alone with my thoughts out here? Apparently there's no cell phone service right now, so I'm in SOS mode, and I have nothing to listen to. Oh gosh. Oh, it's gonna be a long morning. So this is the first morning that I've been able to get out here and get a run in and not have to wear a sweatshirt or a jacket. Feels really nice, which means it'll probably be kind of hot later today. This little pocket of nice weather that we get here in Texas doesn't last very long. It's either cold or really hot. And let me tell you, over the past few years, that really hot has been lasting longer and longer and longer. But this morning, it feels really nice. Okay, I'm not hating on anybody, just for informational purposes. If you live in Texas at least, the sidewalk continues through the driveway. Like this here, right? This is actually sidewalk. So even though it may be your own driveway, you can't park where you obscure the sidewalk. Happens all the time. And it's not something that's really enforced or whatever, but that is how the law reads. The more you know. Two thoughts this morning. If you've watched it all, you know that's kind of what I do in these early morning runs. But as I was doing my 10 pages of reading this morning, I'm still reading the book You Owe You. And one thing that he was talking about in there is such a simple concept, but it was about how success is all about what you do when nobody's watching. Showing up every day and putting in the work even whenever nobody sees, right? So like basketball players out there constantly practicing their three-point shots or their free throws or whatever. Then they show up on the court and that's where, you know, they shine. That's really fitting for me right now in the journey that I'm going through with pouring my heart into this series and just literally no one's seeing it. YouTube's not showing anybody. So I'm doing the work right now, literally when nobody's watching. And it's just a reminder to stay persistent. Do what you believe you're supposed to do. And I believe I'm supposed to do this. So I'm gonna keep doing it. Secondly, here in just a minute, I'm gonna turn off the camera and I'm not gonna record anymore because I really wanna spend deep, focused time in prayer this morning. And I pray every morning. But today I just want to make sure that I'm really tuned in because it's an important day for my wife. My wife has a job interview that she's really excited about. And I just want to, you know, get before God and ask him that if this is his will, he opens the right doors. And if it's not his will, he closes those doors and gives us peace about it. Mostly I just want, you know, my wife to have peace with whatever's decided and believe that if this isn't the right opportunity, that God's working on the next perfect opportunity. So I just want to spend some time before God lifting her up, asking for his favor and mostly asking for his will to be done. That's one thing that I pray over myself every morning. Is I literally pray this. This is my prayer. I say, God, please align my heart to your will. I don't want to be anything more or anything less than exactly who you've called me to be. Please make me into the man that you desire me to be so that I can do your will, your perfect will. Less of me and more of you. And that's what I pray over my wife as well. She'll get the right opportunities and the wrong opportunities, those doors will close. If you followed me at all you know that one of the things I talk about a lot is how I've truly witnessed how God says that he can use all things for the good of those who love him and are called according to his purpose. No matter what you've been through, no matter what kind of brokenness you've experienced, I've personally witnessed it firsthand in my life, how God has used things that I never thought he could use and give meaning to the worst things you've been through. And as I'm here praying over my kids, you know, I was just praying, God, I hope and I pray that every broken piece of my life will be used to pave a path to prosperity and blessing for my kids' lives. All the winding roads, all the mistakes, all the failures that I've had to go through, man, they're all worth it. If my kids learn something from it and they can avoid those mistakes that I've made, they're gonna make their own mistakes. They're gonna have their own broken pieces, we all do. But man, if they can avoid some of the things that I've done in my life because their daddy's been through it and their daddy walked through it, it's all worth it. It's all worth it. What would you go through to spare hardship from the people you love the most? Maybe that's why you've been through what you've been through. It's time that you share your message. Let those broken pieces pave a path to a better way. It is 2 days in a row I've had skunks run up on me. What in the world is going on? All right, guys, there it is. 3.06 miles, 49 minutes, 440 active calories, 545 calories. Let's go see how we did on heart rate. Pretty good. Yeah, about 28 minutes in zone 2. Not too bad. You know, I haven't really talked about it, but there's a lot of studies out there and stuff, you know, on the power of just like accomplishing something first thing in the morning. So something as simple as making your bed, right? You start the day off by getting something done. And that's one thing I do, you know, as I try to prep that. But then also just getting out, you know, before the day's even, most people are even up and started and getting something done like a 45-minute workout. There's power in that. There really is. It really sets a tone for the rest of the day. So, all right, it's perfect timing. I've got 20 minutes to get cleaned up and then my meeting will start. Hey everyone, it's 9 o'clock. I've been in meetings like nonstop, but I wanted to provide a little update about my phone not having cell phone service. So I got back and apparently there's a nationwide AT&T cell outage. So weird. Never seen anything like that before. At first they were saying that it was like nationwide cellular service as a whole was out, but Verizon and T-Mobile came back and said, no, we didn't experience an outage. It looks like it's just AT&T. I am an AT&T user, so once I got back, you know, here and connected to Wi-Fi, my friends were messaging me and they were like, hey man, what is going on? And I got those messages. So yeah, pretty crazy. Weird day. Be interested to see what they say caused it and how long it takes before we get cell phone service back. All right, folks, just a little update. It's about 12:40 now. I have my desk up today. I know you probably can't see it from this angle, but it's funny. Last night I was editing one of my videos and I was talking about how I needed to remember that whenever I put my desk up, I'm just so much more focused and productive, you know, and I promptly forgot. So since I got that reminder from myself, I made sure today to stand my desk up. And it's a pretty typical day. I mean, I'm focused in on work today, getting some stuff done. Thinking a lot about my wife and her opportunity today, just praying that all goes, you know, the way that it's intended to. And other than that, yeah, looking forward to when I can break my fast and get a little protein in me and prepare for this evening's workout. Not much else to say other than that, y'all. Pretty typical day. You know, it's funny. Now that I'm going back and editing some of the videos from way early on, like I was struggling with this water, y'all. I was struggling. Like it was rough. And don't get me wrong, I still like have to get up in the middle of the night and go to the restroom and stuff like that. Still challenges with it, but just like most of my messages, all I want to tell you is if you're going to do this, it gets better.
It does. There's hope. It gets better. The water situation is much more bearable these days. It is about 1:30. I'm about to finish this first half gallon. I'll go fill it up, start on the second half gallon. Nowhere near as much of a struggle as it was that first week. Man, that was tough. So yeah, it gets better.
All right, it's 2 p.m. Guess what? I actually remembered this time. It's been 18 hours. I'm going to go get my first protein shake. Okay, now it's right at the end of the workday for me. Dawn got home and she wants to go for a walk, so we are going to go for a walk. I'm not going to take the camera. I'm not going to record anything. She's already told me about how her interview went really well, but I just want to spend this time just with us enjoying the sunlight. So I will see y'all when I'm done with my walk. All right, y'all, I'm back. It's about 4 o'clock. There it is right there. We walked for a little over an hour. 432 calories, 564. Total calories, yeah, I was in zone 1 whole time. No big deal. We were just walking and talking. At 17,000 steps right now. And I do intend to get some more time in tonight. I want to work on that functional trainer, trying to get it together later. But yeah, I'm probably still going to spend some additional time on the treadmill tonight. Maybe even doing a little yoga. I don't know. I can't really see my TV too well right now with the way things are set up. I don't know. We'll see. It's 4:12 now. I ended up working a little bit longer once we got back here. I realized there were a couple things I still needed to do. Just got my second scoop of protein powder. I'm going to take that now. And I am going to edit for the next, till 5:30, whatever. That's gonna be my go-to. I said it's 4:12. Oh, sorry, that was a backwards moment. It's 4:45, and so I'm gonna edit for the next 45 minutes until 5:30, and then we will get our second workout in.
Eat inside my head whenever things are getting hard, and this morning, the one that's ringing out. Let's go. All right, there's mile 2.
All right, it's 5:35, and I've got another video rendering right now, so timing was pretty much perfect. Man, I'm going like bell to bell right now, y'all. Every day is more stuffed, and trying to add in editing these videos and getting them posted is adding to it. But man, just think, at the end of the 75 days, even if I don't get any views, I'm still going to be able to say I did 75 hard. And not only did I do 75 hard, I worked all this extra stuff into it. And I posted 75 videos in a row. I mean, that's kind of crazy too, right? So, all right, let's get ready to go do another workout. You won't believe what I decided on. But yeah, I'm back on the treadmill. But I've decided I'm going to try to do a really focused zone 2 session. So I've got the incline up just a little bit. Still at a 3.5. I may bring that down and raise the incline instead. So let's do that. Let's go to 3. Raise the incline a little bit more. And I'm going to try to get into zone 2 and stay there. So I'm really going to be trying to monitor my watch, see how close we get. Other than that, I'm going to be playing Brotato and watching some wrestling. I did think about doing something like shoulders or whatever, but tonight, whenever my wife gets back, we're going to try to put this functional trainer together. And last night, after I kind of did my strength training, I was just roasted. So I want to save some of my energy so that we can put this thing together. Hopefully, get it, or at least get it mostly together this evening. And then I can start using it. So, treadmill it is. All right, y'all. I'm a sweaty mess. You can't tell, but my shirt is drenched. Let's check it out. So I ended up doing another 54 minutes. I think I did a pretty good job with my heart rate zone. Yeah, check that out. 45 minutes in zone 2. So pretty happy with that. Like pretty much locked that in. So far today, 1,825 calories burned, 167 exercise minutes, 22,355 steps. All right, it's 6:40. I'm gonna go in and rinse off a little bit, get something to eat, and then hopefully I've got the energy to come back out here and put this thing together. We'll see. Okay, here's dinner. If you've been following the past few days, which so far nobody has, it's a cup and a half of white rice, 8 ounces of lean ground beef, and a little salad with some avocado ranch dressing. Okay, ate dinner. Now, hating life, hating myself, because can't just sit down and relax. No, because somebody had to have this thing. All right, you ready to do this, babe? I'm not. Okay, let's go. Well, my suspicions have been confirmed. I am indeed an idiot, because we just got the back piece on, and we almost got this piece on, and I didn't record any of it. I was trying to document this exciting journey for all 3 of my subscribers who are my 5 kids. Not even all 3 of my kids. Not even all 3. Here's the Smith bar. So the Smith bar is the primary reason I wanted to spend the extra money and get this one. There were cheaper functional trainers, you know, with the weights and with the cables, but the Smith bar to be able to do bench press and stuff like that was the primary reason I wanted to get this. We are, well, I was just talking to the camera. You're working on putting this thing together. What are you doing?
I don't know. I was gonna ask if I can watch.
Sure. All right, so let me ask y'all something. You're looking at this. We're looking head on at this thing right now. Which side would you call the right side? This side or this side? Let me know. Comment below. Which side would you call the right side? Because here's the deal. All right. We got this thing set up this far. I went to install the Smith bar, and notice, you see that right there? That says right, right? That says right, okay? Apparently, these 2 legs have to go the other way, because the Smith bar will not fit in there correctly. The instructions do not detail like, oh, here's the difference between the 2, you know, just the right one and the left one. So the one that was labeled right, we put on the right side, but I guess they're expecting you to, you know, consider the right-hand side if you're standing in this thing. For real? It's 8 o'clock. We're okay. We're just gonna finish. So look, we've got everything unboxed now. Like literally, look, I'm not trying to like dog on this company. Every single thing though is wrapped in plastic and taped.
And zip tied.
And zip tied. Like, I mean, hey, that's great. They got quality in their package, but man, what a pain in the butt. We aren't taking this thing apart tonight. It's not getting up today. Gosh, dog. Yeah. This is going to be a project for another day. Okay, it is 9:50. A little bit later than I normally go to bed, but family and I were sitting around watching old videos together. I didn't want to cut that off short. I wanted to enjoy it. So let's go ahead and wrap up the day. Here's the total calorie count for the day: 1,930, 168 exercise minutes, 23,951 steps. Man, I was so close to 24,000. There's the workouts that we did. Let's go over to MyFitnessPal. I didn't eat as much today, primarily because I wanted to start it fasting soon, and I just didn't have time. So I only ate 1,136 calories today. But tomorrow we have to go out of town, and I wanted to make sure that I could eat so that we can have lunch together. I started fasting at 7:11, so that means I can eat at, if I do 18 hours, I can eat at 1:11, but if I only do 16, which I may, depending on what time we go to lunch, I can eat by 11:11, and there's no way I'm going to eat earlier than that, so I should be good to go there. Last but not least, we did the first workout, second workout, outdoor. Oh, I got to take a progress pic. Be right back. Okay, progress pic is taken. 10 pages read. Just finished my second half gallon of water right there. So, gallon of water is good. Followed my diet. No cheat meals. And for me, no social media because I don't drink alcohol. Followed all the rules. That's day 39, y'all. Tomorrow is day 40. And day 40 is going to be a little bit different of a day because we have to go out of town to go pick up my wife's car. So I'm going to be working while she's driving. But, you know, anytime we go out of town, we get to kind of do some stuff we don't normally get to do. So it'll be a little different feel and everything. And that means I got to get up early and make sure I get a workout in and try to set myself up for success as much as possible. Other than that, I'm going to bed. Thank you so much if you watched this video and you've stuck around. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing if you'd enjoy it, or throw a like on it. Other than that, I'll see you back here tomorrow for day 40 of 75 Hard.